Latisha because there's a lot going on between Latisha and one of Keith's baby mamas. So Latisha, we met the son on the last season of Life After Lockup that started staying with him. That was Keith's son. Well, Latisha's calling out the baby mama and calling her a liar. She said that bitch is lying. I've been quiet for too long, and y'all finna find out how much of a horrible, abusive mother that she really is. Medical records don't lie, and almost 2 decades of DCFS involvement doesn't lie. I have every case assessment involving my husband's son, and wow. Having your kids taken away through the past 2 decades, not a lie. That bitch is a liar to this internet, and she could have unalived her son last week. Let me make my son his plate, and I'll be right back. Then Keith's baby mama shared a video of the sheriff showing up to her house, and apparently they're trying to serve her with a restraining order from Latisha and Keith. So let's go ahead and look at this video. So she didn't answer, and then Latisha went live. Hang on, guys. I need my glasses. I try to take my glasses off so I don't rock glasses in my videos, but it makes it a little hard when I gotta see shit. So then Latisha... Here's her live. I'm going to be honest. I don't got time for the whole 22 minutes, so I'm going to just skip around and see if she says anything that's worth listening to. I'll be honest, you know, a lot of things that Latisha says, it's hard to believe because she's just said so much BS in the past. It's like at this point, I'm going to have to see the receipts. I need to see the caseworker or the CPS reports and stuff like that before I'm going to fully 100 buy into it. But at the mom... Okay. Oh, shit.
Okay, so let's be ratchet, okay? Let's be ratchet. Let's be ratchet, okay? So the bitch who I'm talking about is Andrew Nat Walker, okay, bitch? You was kissing my ass, bitch, for years, okay? You was kissing my ass. Oh, everybody know you're Amari's mom too. You're his mom. He can come stay with you. All this, like, she was really kissing my ass, making me a part of everything, which I appreciated at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a mother. No matter what type of legal shit I go through, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck I'm going through, I'm a mother before anything. I take care of my kids. I would never put my kids in harm's way or nothing. I met this bitch. I didn't know. I knew of her a long time ago. That's it. I didn't know her though. Like, you know how you just be friends with people on Facebook. What I did know about her was that she was a hoe. Okay, so that's what I did know about her like a long time ago. Just comes to find out, this hoe, I end up marrying her fucking baby daddy. Okay. So no, but anyways, so that's how that shit played out. Okay. So now I've gotten to know her, talking to her on the phone, taking her son to visit his dad, you know, helping out when I could while Keith was still incarcerated. Because that's what a real woman does. She shows up and shows out. I'm a mother for my kids that I birthed and my husband's kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't play. I don't even call them my stepkids. I call them my kids too. That's what the fuck I do. So this motherfucking bitch she fooled me. Okay. She fooled me. So a week before Keith got out of prison in 2024, a week before he got out of prison, Illinois DCFS reached out to me to come and get my husband's son. Okay? To come and get my husband's son. Okay? Didn't really know what all was going on or anything, but I didn't question shit. I jumped right to what I could do. Okay? I went down to the office trying to get him. The situation was, I was in Iowa. He was in Illinois. Y'all can't hear me?
Okay, people.
Can y'all hear me now?
People must be trolling her by saying that.
Can you hear me? Okay. Sorry, y'all. So y'all didn't hear shit I said?
Okay.
Y'all didn't hear? Okay. So
He's trolling the fuck out of her. Okay, let's
time that I have been talking to her while my husband was incarcerated, I seen a different side of her. And that's the side that I went with. You know what I'm saying? That's the side I went with. So she was always kissing my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're Mari's mom too. You're his mom. This, that. You could take, like, it was never no issue. I could pick him up. He was staying the night. I was taking him to see his dad. I was helping him out. Or helping her out with him. Like, it was no issue because we supposed to come together. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to come together as women, you know what I'm saying, and to help these children. It don't matter what I was going through. I'm going to drop everything I can to be there for these kids. And that's what the fuck it was. Love you too, cousin. So I'm on the Illinois-Iowa border, okay? So 3 minutes, I'll be in Illinois, like literally. You know what I'm saying? So that's how close we are. We're from the Quad Cities. So we had to place Mari with my husband's dad. Okay, I went to court, but I couldn't get him until my husband got out of prison a week later. Okay, because we got married while Keith was incarcerated. So I wasn't a wife on the street. It was some weird shit. I don't know. But
that makes sense though. If I was in jail, I would want somebody to actually spend time with their husband outside of prison before just taking a kid in.
It doesn't matter. Mari was safe. He was with family. The other siblings were like in foster care or with other family members. So fast forward, you know, Keith gets out. We go to court. You know, eventually they place Mari with us in Iowa. Okay. So they place him with us. I mean, I'm driving across state lines to take this boy to his school that he was still going to. Every day I'm driving 30 minutes, you know, from Iowa to Illinois to take him to school, and then 30 minutes back home, and then 30 minutes again to go pick him up. 30 minutes back. My kids was late to school because you know what I'm saying? Like, which is not an issue. He's my kid too now. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all this shit, okay? Because I'm supposed to do as a, okay? This bitch, we was airing on TV. Well, we were filming at this time. Now, I could have dragged this bitch on national fucking TV. I didn't do that shit because one, it wasn't right, okay? Two, I didn't even know all the details yet anyways, but I still wasn't gonna do that shit to her or my son. You know what I'm saying? So we did it. So when y'all did see the episodes, y'all just seen that he was in DCFS custody. That was it. Y'all didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I really could have been on some reality TV shit and put this bitch business out there like I'm about to now. You know what I'm saying? That shit was 2 fucking years ago. 2 fucking years ago. Okay? Because when it comes to me, I'm about family. You know what I'm saying? So this motherfucker fucking bitch, and she's a crackhead. She's a fucking crackhead. She all type of fucking drag. She got a baby by a 65, 80-year-old fucking crackhead too. Like, she's always getting her kids taken away. So I start to find out after going from court date to court date to court date.
Why did Amari get taken away from her? That's what I really want to know. Was it because of abuse? What was the reason?
Like, it was so much court with this shit. And it was, well, all the kids that she had left. Mind you, she's got older kids that she don't even got no more. They were taken away when they were babies. Okay? Like I said, I didn't even know none of this shit. I'm the type of bitch, I mind my own business. I don't be in people's business. And I didn't know this shit until now that I'm the wife. Now I'm Damari's stepmom. You know, now I'm in the courtroom and I'm hearing it and I'm seeing all this documentation and paperwork. So the case happened because this bitch put her son in the University of Iowa hospitals, beating him, beating the shit out of him. They find out she been beating them. My thing is, if y'all have been involved, the DCFS has been involved with her for going on almost 20 years or 18 years, 15, I don't know. Okay, yeah, 18 years maybe plus. And always getting her kids taken away, and then they give them back to her. If the fathers don't intervene, they giving kids back to this bitch, this drunk crackhead fuck bitch. And I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not even saying everything. So now I feel stupid because, bitch, this whole time we sitting here waiting on Keith to get out, getting up these kids' life, and I'm not knowing this because I'm really sitting here thinking she's a good mom and maybe she's just unstable here and there. That's what I'm thinking. So the whole time I really could have been intervened. I didn't even fucking know. Okay, I didn't fucking know. This is how much this bitch got everybody fucking full. I'm going through my shit, my legal shit. It didn't matter. I dropped all that shit and still showed the fuck up like I'm fucking supposed to. So this motherfucking bitch been beating her kids going on 2 decades. 2 decades. My son, it's her son, but I call him my son. I've been taking care of him for the past years. Okay, my son, he don't even barely fuck, and he is going to be 17 years old. Okay, that boy has been in so much therapy. We've got him in therapy. This is the most stable he's ever been. And even with the shit that me and his dad is going through, this is the most stable this boy has ever been. He's got his own room, he's got his own bathroom, he's doing well in school. He was already doing well in school, but he's got his first jobs with us. Like we have been really working with him, and this whole time is bitches like this, like she's the reason why he was the way he is. Like half her kids don't even want to see her. You know what I'm saying? She has to have supervised visits. Okay, well, Tara, you can jump in and elaborate what happened with the older kids. Okay, I just know what I read in the paperwork. Okay, and I mean, it may not be for all the kids. I'm just saying in general. So you can fact check me if you want. I mean,
well, somebody's checking her in the comments. That person that's fact checking her, they sound like they would know just as much about the situation.
Appreciate it. Okay, but I'm talking about in general. Okay, like she's physically abusive, emotionally abusive, unstable, all this shit. It's all this shit, and I can paperwork from DCFS. Okay, so like, and I'm not cussing at you, sweetie. I'm upset, but yeah. So my thing is like, and then we're filming this whole time. So of course the show wants to pick up on this, but we don't let them. I didn't tell them barely a thing. I don't care because I don't know about that check. I'm not going to sit here and put her on blast or her son on blast on national TV just so y'all can get ratings. I didn't do that shit. So my thing is, she hasn't had her kids for it'll be 2 years in September. 2 years. Her kids were spread out everywhere at first. Okay, now I think a bunch of them are together. You know, we have our son, you know, when we're just doing what we can to take care of him, you know what I'm saying, to be a mom and a dad, and to show what stability is supposed to be like you don't have to be fearful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be fearful of your parents. You could talk. Like, he's 17 years old and he barely fucking talks unless he's on a game, obviously.
I mean, to be fair, Latisha's oldest daughter doesn't talk much at all either.
But like, his life has changed dramatically. He loves to fuck out his mom. So yes, he does. I mean, you're gonna always love your mother. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I came to the internet is because this bitch got on Facebook. She's got on Facebook before, but she got on Facebook and I didn't even read the shit. My husband was pissed. I had people calling me. So I said, okay, let me finish this dinner and I'm going to just handle my business. Okay. So our son has a seafood allergy. Andronette told me this a few years ago when my husband was still incarcerated. She told me that he was allergic to fish or shellfish. You know what I'm saying? She told me this. So ever since then, I make sure that whenever we do have fish, I cook his shit separately. You know what I'm saying? Well, he don't eat fish. I'll cook him chicken. We eat fish. He'll eat chicken. Okay. I cook it a different grease, you can go inside, different utensils, all that, because I never dealt with allergies, but I didn't want to, cross contaminations or anything. You know what I'm saying? And I've only been a mother or a bonus mom to him for 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? But I treat this boy just like I gave birth to him. I'm gonna make sure you good. Okay. So this bitch only allowed to have supervised visits with her kids. 2 hours, supervised visits. Supervised. She can't be with them unsupervised.
Sounds like Heather. I don't even think Heather is allowed to have supervised visits with her son at this moment because something happened. She said something about Xavier to the CPS officer. The next thing you know, she's banned from seeing her son altogether, even supervised.
Okay, she can't even have text messages or phone calls unless they're supervised. But we did allow her to continue talking with her son. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't see any issues. There was a couple times that she was being manipulative that we caught on to it, but other than that, everything seemed to be good. My son goes on a visit to go see his mom last week. And the visiting people called me, and they don't never call me while Mari is with them. They called me and said, your son is on the way to the ER. I said, what do you mean he's on the way to the ER? What's going on? Well, Andronette was doing a blind taste test during visit, and we think that he was allergic to something that he ate. I said, the only thing that he's allergic to is fish.
Blind taste test? Why are we doing blind taste tests during the visits?
Fish. What did you give him? So the visiting lady, Andronette, what did you feed Mari? Oh, and then Andronette's like, oh, I only gave him crab legs and octopus. Bitch, I said she did what? She did what? You gave him crab legs like he's allergic to fish. You're his mom. You know this. You're the one who told me years ago. It's in his medical records. It's in his school records. When I just renewed him for school again this year, it's right there in his records. He knows this. He knows this. He doesn't eat seafood. He doesn't eat fish. He don't eat catfish or nothing. So I rushed to the ER. My husband was at work. So I rushed to the ER. One of the visiting officers was there. I said, what happened? They said, she gave him fish. I said, who is she? He said, his mother. I said, his mother knows that he's allergic to fucking fish. The fuck? And he was like, yeah, I know. I talked to his dad. And I'm going to deal with that shit another time, because if you're supervising, you should know this shit. So I'll deal with that shit in a second. So I talked to my son as he's sitting in the hospital. So I talked to my son as he's sitting in the hospital bed. And
okay, now that makes sense. She kept saying, oh, he got sent to the hospital. I thought she beat the crap out of him, sent him to the hospital, but no, he had an allergic reaction. But yeah, I feel like that's common sense not to give someone lobster if they're allergic to shellfish.
And he was doing good. Okay. He did have an allergic reaction, itchy throat, whatever. They got him to the ER in time to help with all the symptoms before it got worse. So I said, what happened? He said his mom told him he said out of his own fucking mouth, his mom told him to close his eyes. Mind you, he's 16 years old. Told him to close his eyes and said, here, taste this. And gave him crab leg and calamari or octopus, whatever the fuck it was. He said he chewed it, swallowed it. He didn't like the taste. He opened up his eyes and seen what it was. Next thing you know, they're taking him to the fucking ER. Well, not her, because and she couldn't anyway, but it was they took him to the ER. Like, so you can't get on here and talk about, oh, he said that I said, Mari, that's dangerous. He was like, yeah, my mom said that she thought maybe I grew out of it. You grew out of a shellfish allergy. And if you can, it ain't right now. And I definitely ain't finna sit here and try that shit at home. I'm gonna make sure that the doctors fucking know. I'm gonna see if it's okay, or however the fuck you do that shit. I don't know. But as a mother, like, what the fuck? That's what the fuck happened. So, you know what the fuck me and his dad did? Bitch, you can't see him no more right now, okay? Not only DCFS is about to be not involved anyway, because we were instructed to file a family petition. He's already placed with us permanently, but now we have to get full custody, so that, because DCFS is still involved just monitoring, because they don't want to like stop to the case to close and then she gets her son back. Okay. So soon as this stuff is done in court, real soon, DCFS won't be involved no more. And this bitch ain't it. Like, the cops got involved. Okay. Like, it's really deep. Okay. No, Lex, he didn't know what she gave him. She told him to close his eyes and do a taste test. And here, taste this. He trusted his mom. That's what happened. So she gets on Facebook and saying all this shit that okay? Ask her where her fucking kids are at, okay? Ask her where the fuck her kids, ask where all her goddamn kids are at. Being raised by somebody fucking out. She got like 7, 8 kids. Beautiful kids, by the way. Beautiful kids. That's what happened. That's what happened. So you gonna come for me and my kids on the fucking, and my husband. That's what the fuck really fucking happened. You got to get our permission to even fucking communicate with him. And we never even stopped her. Like, we let him talk to his mom. That's his mom, you know? But we monitored from a distance, and then the visits are monitored with DCFS. She is not allowed to be alone with these kids. And then you turned around and you fucking gave him crab legs, and octopus. So we think you really tried to hurt him on purpose. Like, there's a lot more to the story with her. She's always doing some shit to get attention and all this other stuff. So that's really what happened. I don't care what she said on Facebook. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. I got to go in here and make my husband's lunch, okay, for work. But that's what's going on. And that's why she's pissed, because, she hates me ever since he came to live with us. Now all of a sudden she turned her whole back on me. Which it is what it is, because I'm not living for you, bitch. I'm living for these kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what Andrew Nat Walker did. She's an abusive, neglectful. Okay, that's what it is. I believe she might have a good heart somewhere in there because I seen it. But once I found out about what she does to these kids, I didn't know that shit. I don't with kids like no, like that's horrible. She almost killed our fucking son last Thursday, guys. Like that's what the fuck happened. I didn't even get on, so I didn't do all that shit. But you want to get on here and make these giant ass paragraphs, you illiterate bitch. Okay, well that's what the fuck it's gonna be. And then now there's gonna be an order of protection for our son. Like you are so stupid. You put all this energy into making paragraphs. Why don't you put energy into being a good mom and stop abusing your fucking kids? She ain't gonna do nothing but have another fucking baby. That's why Mari was with us. I never said it on TV. His mom beats these fucking kids. Hospitalizes them.